Alright, welcome to another episode of Astro Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? Alright, check it out guys. Today's part 6 of this 1977 Buick LeSabre. We'll remove the engine and the transmission actually to replace all the gaskets except for the head gasket. So let's see what we can get done today, right here on Astro Auto Repairs. This channel is a member of the Astral Stars, which means we have a zero-tolerance policy against the harassment of others. Anybody who violates that policy will be banned. For further information, please visit www.theastralstars.com. Alright guys, here we go. We're at the engine. This thing is coming together great. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is, what I'm going to do now, we're going to put the valve covers on so we can... I'll show you what's next. Now over here, I got our valve covers, and remember we use weather stripping to keep the gaskets up on the valve cover. That's the reason why we're doing that, is because if anybody has to do the valve cover gaskets again, they take the valve cover off, this is going to stay right with the valve cover. They ain't got a lot of scraping to do. Get some air. I'm going to blow this out inside here, and what I'm going to do is take my red silicone and put a thin bead all the way around to make that an extra seal. Alright, so let's get that done and we'll be right back. Alright guys, check that out. We got the valve covers on. This thing is looking good. The next thing I'm going to do is, we got to flip the engine around to do the rear main seal. But to do the rear main seal on this is a special tool. It's a rope seal, and while you're doing it, you have to turn the engine to get that seal to easily come out and to go back in. But the thing is, I got the distributor out right here, and I got our cap, because what I want to do, because right now we got our timing marks exactly on mark. Everything is where it's supposed to be at. So what I want to do is set the distributor in so we don't have to worry about that. And what I'm going to do is, which I should have marked somewhere on the intake where number 1 is going to be pointing at. I did. Didn't I mark this thing? What the heck? I want to mark this thing someplace. There it is. I put a little mark, a little indentation right there. I know it lines up with this little mark, indentation right there. So what I'm going to do here, and we got a new cap and rotor and everything, so I'm going to put this cap on. Alright, and I marked number 1 around here somewhere. There it is right there. I marked number 1 right there. So what I'm going to do here is take my marker, and I'm going to mark number 1 on the distributor itself right here. Dang it, man. So I know my number 1 is going to be facing right there. So let's put this down. Get the hole down out of the way. Take our little cap out that we put so any dirt and everything flying out here. And I wonder could I do this and just leave that? I might well end up pulling it back out. Put that new gasket on it. Alright, so let's see now. That's going to be... How can that be right there though? That don't seem right. I mean, cause this actually should have been facing like that for the vacuum line. Why they have it like that, I'm not sure. But alright, we're gonna set this down. These distributors suck going down. Okay, where's my number 1 at? My number 1 is facing over there. So Gotta pick it up. All right, check that out. Our line is lined up right there, so I know that's good. And if you go over here, the mark we put on the distributor is lined up right where number 1 is. So that is perfect. And now what I'm gonna do is put our hole down in here so to keep this in place. And then I am going to turn this engine completely over. Be right back. All right, guys, here we go. Got the engine upside down. Here's our old oil pan gasket up here, which we're going to take that off too. That thing is definitely dry rotted. Now, this is a part of the oil pan gasket right here. But to get to that rear main seal, we have to pop off this main bearing cap. And to get this main bearing cap off, we got to take off our oil pump, which is held on by 2 bolts right here. So let's get all this off, and then we'll be right back. All right, we got the 2 bolts out for the oil pump. Let's just wiggle this and pop this right up out of there. And we're gonna set this down over here. And now, let's take off our main bearing cap. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we got our bolts out. Now you can see our oil pan gasket is going around there. What I'm gonna do here is, dang, this stuff is down there. Break that off so it can be easier for this thing to come off. Dang, this thing is bunched up. Now these caps do not come off easy. So what you want to do, sometimes you can take a hammer and you can keep hitting it side to side. And if you look right over here, right between here, you can see this side coming up.
You see it here too.
Huh? Oh, you can? But over this side, I'm going up kind of awkward. So. There we go. Carefully take it off. Be careful with this bearing, this main bearing right here. I'll put that back into place. And this rod right here, this drives the distributor and it drives the oil pump. So I'm gonna set this over here for now because we're gonna need that. And actually, if you let's take this off. These bolts up. If you look right between here, get this thing out of the way. There's the rope seal right there. And that thing is dry rotted. Man, that's gonna suck to get here. Alright, let me get a screwdriver and I'll be right back. Alright guys, got a little screwdriver and a hammer. I want to put it right about there. You know, this is not good because if this one is coming out like this, that means the other one is going to be almost impossible to get out with the tool that we got. And there it is, the rope seal. Now you saw how hard that was to come out, and it actually started coming apart. Let's set this right there. Let's go up here to the engine. Now, as you see, we got a big box of stuff over here. Take my gloves off. This is the tool you use that we bought. Of course, how much was this?
Like $8.
Like $8. And what they're supposed to do is this part right here is supposed to screw into one side of the seal. Sneaky Pete. And then start pulling it out. So I got to screw it into one of these sides. Turn the engine, as I'm pulling it out, turn the engine to help take it out. Now you saw how the other seal is coming out. So whether this is going to work good or not, I have no idea. Now, years ago when I did a job like this, what I did was actually, I got smart. I loosened up the bearing caps right here, 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 and here. Loosened the bearing caps up so the crank was able to pick up just enough, just that slightly enough to help get that out. You know, I'm gonna do that anyway. Well, I'll try it this way, but I ain't looking for no miracle. All right, so let's get our tool out of here, and we're gonna see if this works. Be right back. All right, guys, I'm gonna be turning the engine clockwise. So what I gotta do first is take the Sneaky Peek and I need to screw it down into that rope.
Is that going down?
Heck no, man, it ain't going down nowhere. It like it wants to grab, but it definitely, I knew I was gonna have a problem because this thing is so dry rotted. Do you know they should make it so all right, that is going to be a problem. That is going to be an issue here. Oh, man. All right, tell you what, let's think of another option here. You know, what if I can see how far I got to go. When I'm going to get a small drill bit, go to the center, and I'm going to just drill like a little pilot hole, a little bit down, so hopefully that tool can grab more. Let's try that out. I'll be right back. All right, guys, first of all, let's make sure that I'll be going into that. And then okay. Now let's see if our tool will get down in here. This is bogus, man. What about this other side? But that means I gotta turn the engine counterclockwise. No, it's the same thing. Bull. This tool sucks. All right. There is no way that thing is going to spin out of there. All right, so what I got to do is... All right. Time for plan B. All right. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to see here. Get me a very small punch. And I'm going to start from over this side. And what I'm going to do is set the punch up, tap down on here while turning the engine, and hopefully enough can come out on this side. Yeah, I know that's like reaching, but right now that's one of the options we have instead of trying to pull this whole crank up. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I've got me a little punch here. And while Sylvia's turning it, I'm going to be trying to knock this, see if it turns around. All right, go ahead. Stop. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. Look at the genius at work. Here's Evie. Look at that, guys. So now that I got it right there, what I'm going to do now is let me see what it does. Look at that. Got that out. Man. Alright. Let's get our new seal. And the new seal, what we got to do, a lot of times we saw online on YouTube, a lot of guys make a mistake and try to put that seal in there. You can't do that. You got to use a lubricant. Soak the thing in oil or something, anything, to make, because that thing got to squeeze to that. Alright, so let's get the new seal and all, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, now we're going to put our new seal in. And you notice the seal got a little flat edge right there, so we want to make sure it goes in like that. And I got a little oil here to dip it into. And we got some WD-40 to help with the installation. Now what we're going to do is take the Sneaky Pete. And this would suck.
Wait a minute. Isn't that side supposed to go in?
Even still...
That side stays out.
No, even still, this side has to go in there because it's got to pull the thing around. You see what I'm saying? You don't see what I'm saying?
Wait.
Even if I... No, wait a minute. Even if I put this inside in and go around, this grabs onto the rope.
No, that grabs onto the rope.
No, this don't grab onto the rope.
How does that grab onto the rope?
This. See the handle right here? See the little hole right there? It goes into there like that. And this you use. So let me get in there. Yeah. This is what I'm using to pull it.
How do you put the rope up against that?
The rope goes up against here. See how the opening is right there? So what I'm going to do is open this edge up like that. Stick the rope into it like that. So the teeth grabs onto the rope. So that's going to grab onto the rope. And then I'm going to pull it through.
Okay, it looks like the other way would be easier, but I don't know. What do I know?
How you figure it'd be easier?
It'd be easier to put in. That side would be easier to put into that hole.
Yeah, it would be, but... That's why they give you 3 of these, because these things wear out.
Maybe they're different sizes.
But she just arguing me left and right.
No, I'm just saying, so,
no, they're not
so
different
it can
sizes.
fit into that little hole.
See? They're all the same size. It's just that they wear out, so they give you extras.
That's not metal?
Uh-huh.
How does it wear out? What happens?
Because squeezing it through there, the teeth don't grab no more or something, so they give you more to get through. The problem here is this. Okay, there it is. Oh, wait a minute, which way am I pulling this? If the engine's turned this way, so I gotta pull it through this way. So we gotta get this through here, like that.
Well, they don't make this stuff easy.
No, they don't. Dang it! The thing just got stuck.
What if you put a little lubrication?
Oh, wait. You know what? What about if I take this out? Well, I could try that. Let's try a little WD-40. What I was going to do here.
Well, that makes sense, though.
What I was going to do is try to put it, take it out, put this onto the. No, I still can't put it on the edge.
Easier, wouldn't it?
What?
Take that out and then put it on later. Can you do that?
No.
Oh.
Because I figure once it goes through here, I can't get it onto there because it's got to be hooked onto here first and come around.
Oh.
Okay, maybe what I'll do is see if there's something I can push around here to get this thing.
What if you turn the engine? No.
No, because then I got to turn the engine counterclockwise, and I
see.
really didn't want to do that. But I might have to. What about if, can this go through there?
But then how you pull it back out?
It'll come back out when I pull it through like that. Alright guys, let me get something and I'll be right back. Alright guys, what I got here is some mechanics wire. And what I'm going to do here is help push that piece down. This mechanics wire is not giving too much though. There we go. Oh, man, I'm just there. Get back over there. Man, this job sucks. Alright, there we go. Let's get our mechanics wire off of here. Now, what's got to happen now is now, see, this is where I was talking about before, we can't put it in there because, see, this thing comes off. In order to take this off, now I would have to take this off and go back around there to take it off through here. It don't come off through here. So this is why we couldn't do that. Now what we got to do is we're going to dip this in a little oil. You open these jaws up, hook that in there, and then we got to make sure this got enough oil on it. Actually, we don't want to put this in here dry, so it won't be so messy. Squeeze that together, and that's how that's gonna pull back in there. As this piece goes down into the block, it's going to squeeze these jaws together and really grab onto this. So what we're going to do is get us a little oil. And we're going to lubricate this some, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm putting enough oil on this thing so it can squeeze in there. Matter of fact, I'm putting some oil down in the journal. Alright, let's close this up. And this is where this part of the tool comes in. That hooks onto that. Now, as we pull this, Can you see a good lighting over there?
Yeah, we can see what you're doing.
All right, I'm ready. Now, yeah, it don't look like it all gonna go, is it?
Yeah.
Now what I gotta do is turn the engine at the same time, pull up on the, you know what I'm gonna do? What are we gonna do? Let me change my gloves. I'm gonna set the camera up on the stand so Sylvia can turn the engine while I pull this up, and hopefully this thing goes in there. We'll be right back. All right, guys, here we go. Let me get my handle ready. All right, ready? All right, start turning the engine.
I don't see that thing moving. Oh.
Son of a... Dang it, that thing.
Oh, now you gotta put it through again.
Heck yeah. Oh, this thing sucks. This is gonna really suck. Alright guys, let's get this set up again and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got it set up again. And pull the rope up. Sneaky. I don't see what's so sneaky about it. This thing sucks.
Sucky Pete.
Yeah, heck yeah, Sucky Pete. Alright, here we go. Ready? Alright, go ahead, start turning. Dang it, look at this thing just...
Jiminy Cricket.
Oh, wait a minute, the teeth is bent on this. And, oh,
They broke.
oh, good thing. So we gotta get some air and blow it out of there.
Unless it's stuck to the rope.
Unless it's stuck to the rope or something. No, I don't feel it. All right, guys. Listen, we're gonna. I guess that's we know why they give us extra ends. So let's get this set up, and we'll be right back. All right, guys. We put a new end on. Keep kicking the camera in. All right. Let's try this again. Let me get ready. All right, ready?
Okay.
Oh, let me stand up here. All right, go ahead.
Ah, fish paste. And that one broke too.
Sure did. Oh, man, this sucks. This tool sucks. That tool sucks. Alright, I'm not even going to play around no more, guys. I'm going back to my original way. I'm unbolting all the main... I'm going to unbolt all the main bearing bolts so this crank can come up some, and then we're going to get this thing in using our last piece. Be right back. Alright, guys, I unbolted all the main bearing caps. And what I'm going to do is take me a pry bar and just pick up on the crank just a little bit. Especially down here, if I can. Let me see if I can see. Yeah, I can see a little opening down there. Alright, let's set up our new thing and let's try to get this in. We'll be right back. Alright guys, you know what I'm gonna do? Actually guys, I marked these 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what I'm gonna do is take them up, get the main bearing cap that goes with them. I'm gonna actually take these up. Dang it, gotta get that one up, gotta get that one up. And I was able to actually, I'm gonna actually be able to, and watch our crank move, watch our crankshaft go up a little bit more. Okay. Dang it. Well, I just pushed it back down now. Saw that? Now, I'm up even more. So what I'm gonna do is take the other main bearing caps off. And we're going to get this up tilted so we can make sure we get that broke down there, because we only got one more chance of doing this. So let's get these up and we'll be right back. Alright guys, look at this. We took off, I mean, this is just fate right here. We took off number 4, and look how this thing is loose in here. Let's go over number 3, number 2, and see how nice and tight that fits in there. And 1 is kind of worn down as well a little bit, but this one, this thing is messed up. This bearing is way, I have no idea what the heck. What this thing should have been making noise. There should be low oil pressure coming out of here. That is not good. Now, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's find out if something's wrong with the main bearing, the cap. You take this one off. We can pop one of these out and just put it over here just to see how it fits. Yeah, that fits perfect in there. So it's definitely something happened with that bearing. Oh man, this thing is becoming a project.
You like projects.
What the heck do we do about that?
Can't you get new ones?
A new main bearings. That's if they have markings on the side, because we don't know whether it was cut or changed or. Let's look over here at the crankshaft, and you can actually see the wearing marks on it. Notice how this one, how it's smooth, except for where the center where the oil port goes. But this is definitely worn out. Oh, man. Putting this together like that would not be good. Alright, well, we got that out. Let me get my pry bar. And let's see if we can pick up on this crank a little bit more. Okay, looks like that's all we're gonna get. So hopefully that's gonna be enough. All right, let's get our rope seal set up again, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, here we go again. I'm gonna make sure I soak this thing with some WD-40. Put it down in the channel. All right. And Sylvia's using a pry bar just to pick up on the crank just a tiny bit, you can see. All right, and she's gonna hold that while I try to pull it. All right, go ahead. This thing is not going. There's no way this thing is going in there. I mean, I'm pulling, but dang it!
I thought you had it. It started moving. I thought you had it.
You gotta be kidding me. You got to be kidding me, man. Sneaky, stupid Pete. I'll give this thing a 0 star, man. This thing sucks. Let's see that for a minute. Alright guys, we'll be right back. Alright guys, got it hooked up again. Luckily we didn't break the teeth. And what I'm doing now, I'm taking the screwdriver, and what I'm doing is pushing it in over here, making sure that it's all the way. Where's our handle at? Oh, here it is. And what I'm gonna do is one hand is gonna pull up on it, and the other hand is gonna try to walk this through. What the heck? It's like it didn't even grab onto it or something. Wait a minute, that looks like it did grab onto it. Why didn't it?
There.
Hold on here, hold on, forget this.
Pull down, pull up.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Wait a minute.
I am gonna sit here.
You alright?
Yeah. Pulling up too
Hard
much.
to do.
You only pull up just a little bit. Just pick up just a little. Right there. See, right there. And I am gonna sit here and take my time and fish this rope down through there. And actually, you know what? Oh, let it go, because it's gonna. No. Alright, pick it back up. Alright. I mean, I'm definitely slowly going through there. Very slow. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna try to see if this works, and then we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got this thing like partially in, but the outer sleeve was going in and the other one not. I'm stopping right here. You know what we're gonna do? I'm not taking no more chances. Forget the Sneaky Pete tool. That's a sucky tool. I'm gonna give that rating is a 0. That tool sucks. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put the main bearing caps, just lay them back on in place. Now this one over here, this journal over here, that's kind of messed up. And let's get our and that cap right there, you know, that is loose. That had to been losing oil pressure. And if I put this on here, look how it won't fit. But I push it down, it grabs onto it and winds up. That is definitely not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like, let's grab. All right, I took off the number 2 right here, and I put that on. And look at that. See how it lays on? I can move it around. It's good to go. This one, look at that. Look how it stays up there. And I got to actually push that down to lock it into place. That is not good. So, let me put this back over here. What we're going to do, we're going to contact the customer. My recommendation at this point, because I see this thing is stuck, because this journal is worn down, and you see this little hole right here, this is the oil port. Oil got to shoot through there. If oil shoots out through the side, because this is not wearing right, and you can tell it's not, the car's going to lose oil pressure. So I am definitely recommending right now, and even though we're going to have to pull the front timing cover and all up back off, because we did do that already, I am definitely recommending a crank kit. Well, crank kit going to come with a crankshaft, main bearings, and new rod bearings. Oh, because this don't make no sense. So we are going to be at a standstill. Now, if he wants, I'll put this back into place. I really don't recommend it, but I will put it back in place if he wants. All right, We'll be right back.
Alright, so this is the end of part 6 on this 1977 Buick LeSabre 5.7 partial gasket replacement. I don't know, what was it?
Yeah, you can say that.
Something, at this point it's partial rebuild. But
You know, I did want to say I'm glad. Good thing we decided to take the main bearing caps up to try to get this rear main seal in, or we would have never seen that main bearing like that.
right.
And it would have been low oil pressure.
Right. So if you guys have any comments or questions, you can post it below in the comment section, or you can email Timmy at tim@astralautorepairs.com. Hope you paid attention. If not, watch it again. This is Sylvia from Astral Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. See you next time.